If you're someone that is in the creative scene, you most likely know of Adobe, one of the most popular softwares out there that majority of people will use, especially professionals. But as of late, there has been a big change in the creative scene of what people are going to be using instead of Adobe. Because let's be honest, Adobe is extremely expensive, and depending on what you're wanting to use Adobe for, you're going to be paying a lot of money. And you also have some downsides when it comes to Adobe, such as, well, you have to pay to actually cancel your subscription. Which, yes, one of the main things why I never really wanted to go for Adobe, because, well, I don't feel like really paying a subscription just to being able to do editing or even some Photoshop. And well, we are currently seeing a big change in the creative scene that is affecting Adobe in a big way. First, let's actually talk about one of the biggest new things that came out, which is the DaVinci Resolve 21. There's so much on the spec sheet of what is included for the DaVinci Resolve 21. And I'll just put a list on the screen because honestly, it's going to take up the whole screen. That's just how much you can expect when it comes to DaVinci Resolve. There is just so much information. The fact that you can do de-aging, you can do now photo editing using DaVinci Resolve 21, and they have so much more on the software. And what's nice about it, you don't have to pay a subscription. You can either do the free version or you can just do once-off payment, which is one of the main things I really like about other softwares, is you can just pay once and that's it. You have the software, you can use it at your own use. And I mean, me personally, I do use Final Cut Pro for my video editing, and I mean, I'm still trying to improve more. And by the way, by the time of recording, there might be big changes coming to Final Cut Pro very soon because, well, Apple did acquire Motion VFX, and they do plan to actually integrate that into Final Cut Pro. So we could actually probably see more libraries coming soon, including Final Cut Pro. But besides obviously the video editing side, what about photo editing and obviously doing design? Well, we do have things like Canva, we have Affinity, which obviously Canva owns, and I mean, it's free. And if you want to have obviously more AI capabilities or just having, some enhancements, you just pay a small fee and it's a lot cheaper than paying for Adobe. But I mean, the fact that you get so much capabilities with the free version for Affinity, and I mean, there's so many countless things you can actually do. And this is what is currently hurting Adobe right now, is that Adobe's not really adapting for creatives. They're adapting for higher income, rather going for what is actually important for users, and that is to have a good experience and a good way to actually express the creativity through software. I was going to say, so far, Adobe might have to compromise on a few things to actually catch up with their competitors, because honestly, with DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, Affinity, Canva, and so much more, Adobe might be in some trouble from these companies. But do let me know in the comments below, what do you think is needed for Adobe to actually try to win creatives over? Because honestly, with there being so many more options out on the market to actually use, it's making it hard for a lot of users to actually decide to go for Adobe anymore. But guys, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Be safe as always, and have a good day onwards. Bye.